The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Newman. Now Kelly in motion short side right. Thackerson takes, fakes the handoff. He'll roll the pocket left, look to throw, dumps over the middle of the field, complete to Romaine Kelly at the 35, angles his way toward the left sideline and gets yanked down by D. Alford in Tusculum territory down at the 33-yard line. Right, 2nd and 12 for Carson-Newman from the 35. Thackerson takes, he's back to pass, throws the long ball to Westfield over the middle of the field. Westfield loses his defender and catches it in stride in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. Braxton Westfield burns D. Alford for 35 yards. And the Eagles strike first through the air on the home run ball to Westfield on the post. Caught it on the L in Eagles in the middle of the end zone.
I'm not sure if Alford...
7-0. Looking to avoid a second straight 3 and out. Eagles bring blitz on 3rd and 6 up the middle. And Collazo is waylaid in the backfield. Rondro Peebles sacks him back at the 20. Carson-Newman sent 3 right up the gut, and they overwhelmed the Pioneers for a sack. Thackerson wide out each way. Thackerson takes, he gives on the dive to Wimbush. He's got the first down and more. Across the 10 and 5, Wimbush houses it. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. The Eagles dial up the dive to Antonio Wimbush on 4th and 2, and it goes 18 yards to pay dirt. 2:25 to play first quarter. 14-0 Eagles lead it. Antonio Wimbush, the 6th player in Carson-Newman history with 40 career rushing touchdowns. Pioneers from their own 49. Collazo out of an ace set, takes the snap, hands off Wilkins, stretch play, left side. He's hit in the backfield and driven down by Rondro Peebles. Rondro Peebles running the alleyway, gives Wilkins a stick. Officially no gain back to the 49, 2nd and 10.
Well, that play was...
1st and 10 Eagles. Thackerson takes, back to pass, throws the deep ball to Romaine Kelly along the right sideline. He rushes under it. He's got it inside the 20, and he totes it inside the 15. Brought down at the Tusculum 11-yard line by Lowe, who wraps him up from behind. The home run ball to Romaine Kelly along the right sideline. Dialed in for 42 yards, and the Eagles... Moore and Westfield are the split backs as Thackerson takes. Toss to Wimbush. It's a reverse to Devon Moore. Moore looking for a seam. He's got the speed. Across the 15 and 10. Moore races to the end zone. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. The reverse to the right for Devon Moore. And the fastest man in college football outguns the Tusculum secondary for 20 yards to the house over the right side of the field. 20-0. The Eagles up. 9:32 to play in the second quarter. Shotgun look now for Collazo. Takes the snap at the chest, steps up. He's pressured up the middle by Montel Presley. Presley gets one of those big paws on him and pulls him down from behind for a sack back at the 26-yard line. Montel Presley, beastly, got that big right hook on him and yanks Collazo to the surface for a loss of 9 back to the 26. To his right, 2 wide each way. Eagles show blitz from Henderson. Wilkins picks it up. Collazo hit as he throws. Desmond Farrell jumps in front of the pass. Does Farrell pick it off? Yes! Desmond Farrell seizes the INT. The 19th pick of the year for Carson-Newman's defense. And Farrell puts the Eagles with 1st and 10 at the Tusculum. Kelly to the wide side right. Thackerson takes, trap to the right side, Dindy, he has a seam, hurdles a body at the 15, Dindy wheeling away, he dives for the end zone, yes, touchdown, Carson-Newman, mamma mia, Troy Dindy, a hop, skip, and a jump to the house, and the Eagles have a 27-0 lead with 2:13 to play in the second quarter for the Pioneers. Gamillions into the game at running back, snap back to Moore. Faces a 4-man rush. He's pressured up the middle, and Moore is sacked back at the 30-yard line. Trezell Giardini-Weiss shoots through the middle. He celebrates with Nick Owens. A flag on the play back at the 31. Eagles feasting in the backfield. 4th sack of the day for Carson-Newman. Backfield and 2 tight ends as Thackerson takes. Gives on the dive up the middle to Antonio Wimbush. Wimbush spurting free, breaks a tackle across midfield. Wimbush in a foot race across the 30 and 20. Wimbush 15 and 10. Wimbush diving across the 5, and he's run down by D. Alford down at the 2-yard line. Antonio Wimbush has his 16th career 100-yard day thanks to that carry down. Goal, Eagles from the 1. Thackerson takes, quarterback sneak. He gets the push from behind, and Thackerson is in. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. Eagles counter in the perfect way. A 66-yard rush for Antonio Wimbush, and then Thackerson caps the drive with a 1-yard quarterback sneak. 34-6, Eagles lead it. 10-17 to play in the third quarter. Their own 24. Collazo out of the gun, takes the snap, stands in the pocket. He's hit. He loses the football. It's free and picked up by Carson-Newman. Wyclef Fenor comes up with the pigskin, grabs it, and hits the deck at the 20. Not sure who stripped Collazo, but it turns them over, and the Eagles have it 1st and 10 at the Pioneer 20. Indian Wimbush, the split backs, 2 tight ends. Thackerson takes, fakes the dive, option keeper right side. He keeps it. Thackerson races across the 5, and Thackerson races to the end zone. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. Second rushing touchdown of the day for Tyler Thackerson. He calls his own number on the option keeper, and the Eagles are up 41-6. With 8:03 to play in the third quarter, 13 yards on the rushing touchdown for Tyler Thackerson. Collazo under center. Takes the snap, hands off Gamillion right side. He's hit in the backfield by Desmond Farrell and loses 2 yards back to the 9. Desmond Farrell shooting in from the backside to wrench down. Gun trips go to the wide side left. Snap back to Collazo. Takes it at the chest, blitzed up the middle. He's hit by Nick Owens, dragged down at the 1 for a sack. Nick Owens shoots in with Trezell Giardini-Weish. They sack Collazo back at the 1-yard line. A loss of 8 on the play. 2 tight end set. Thackerson takes, option to the right side. Thackerson keeps it, stiff arms his way across the goal line, and Thackerson has a career-high 3rd rushing touchdown. Tyler Thackerson calls his own number, a 5-yard option keeper to the right, and it's a 48-6 lead for Carson-Newman. 1:10 to play in the third quarter. Touchdown in white tops and orange pants. Moore out of the gun, takes the snap, pressured up the middle. He's hit, and Moore sacked by Rondro Peebles. 7th sack of the day by Carson-Newman's defense. Peebles drags down Moore back at the 22-yard line. It's tied for the 5th most sacks in a single game in program history, and the Pioneers go 3 and out.
To go in the third.
2nd and 10 for the Pioneers. Moore takes, hands off Wilkins right side on a stretch play. The Eagles run the alleyway, and Jacob Varney drops him for a loss back at the 12. Carson-Newman's 12th tackle for loss on the day. This one wide side left on 1st and 10 from the 38. Moore back to pass, and he's sacked. Bernard Scott and Trezell Giardini-Weish meet him in the backfield to drop him back at the 31-yard line. 8th sack of the DB, but Braxton Dockery was in at wide receiver on the previous possession. Wisemore out of the gun on 2nd and 7. He's hit in the backfield, and Trezell Giardini-Weish has him in his grasp for the 9th sack of the day for Carson-Newman's defense. A loss of 3 back to the 31-yard line. And 6 for the Pioneers. Wisemore back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He's hit. He's headed to the ground. Timothy Johnson Jr. gets Carson-Newman its 10th sack of the day, along with Trezell Giardini-Weish. A program record, 10 sacks for Carson-Newman.